Hi everyone. In those crazy moments with more or less isolation, I decide to get back to something what I was thinking about from ages ago. Basically, make a belly panel or skid plate, depends how someone's saying, for my V-Strom 2017. The main materials what I'm gonna use is a cardboard, basically, just to save expensive mistakes with expensive materials and everything. So I think that's quite understandable. And after all, I'm gonna strip it down, take the measurements down, and then we're gonna go from there. That's how it's looking, my V-Strom. It's got already some upgrades in place, like crash bars, extra lights, adjustable screen. There is no marketing at all. And that's my skid plate. Well, materials for it. Mentioned cardboard. Oh, that's my little helper Lily. She just fell over the door. Hey, are you gonna help me? No? Okay, that's another little helper. As a camera holder, today is gonna be my GV bracket, which normally is on the bike, obviously. On the bracket, which I also made by myself, because I just decided to do it. I like it. Right, let's start to begin. Right, so let's see what we've got at the moment. I've got roughly what I want to have. The bottom part is roughly as it should be or as I wish to be. From the other side, when I check it, then I notice there is a little bit too wide. Sorry, I have to get the camera out from the holder because that didn't work as I wish to. Yeah, so the plate looking a little bit too wide because the edge is catching already side stand, so that's not acceptable. So I need to take the measurements down from the other side because the other side is looking as I wish to be looking. So this side little bit need to be a little bit narrower, so I just have to measure it out from that point where I want to fit in go into and see what I exactly need. It's at the moment 80 mil, so I think about 50 mil narrower will be just about what I want. A couple of things happen behind the camera, so let me explain that quick. That's my first attempt and I learned a couple of things already, mainly the shape. I definitely don't want the skid plate looking like that, so I want double bend 145 degree instead of 190 degree. Definitely double bend looking much better than this. That looking like a dark fry pan. Another thing is I made those little, let's say, profiles to hold the degrees and the bends. Originally that's not gonna be in place. I'm just wondering that I now have to reshape it here a little bit just to make those bolts accessible all the time. And another thing, what I'm working on now is those angles in the front. I leave those side panels for the minute, that's later on, but those angles, how this everything's supposed to look in the front wall, and if that's gonna be fitted before the crash bars or I mean before or after, or in the front or on the back of the crash bar, that will be more clearly. So I'm just working out on this now. top of the plate will be shortened, obviously, if that's gonna be necessary. So that's what we've got at the moment. Another thing what I'm wondering is the fittings, how I'm gonna do them. Obviously in the front it's gonna be probably U-bolts or something like that. On the back I changed my mind, because on the beginning I was planning to fit on one side where the stand, when the side stand is, and on this side where the exhaust bolts are. But I changed my mind. I'm gonna use the center stand fittings, which are super solid. So that's gonna be absolutely everything's what I need. Oops, sorry for the camera, I slap it. So I think that's gonna work out perfectly, because what I don't like with the new, well, all skid plates sell it on the websites, is fittings to the engine body. That's not acceptable for me, because when you crash, when you hit, your skid plate will survive but your engine wouldn't. So I'm gonna try to use very good fitting points to protect the engine as it's designed for. Also, what I have to make sure, the bolts which I'm gonna use to fit that bracket will be right length, because suspension works here up and down, so I have to make sure that that's gonna be definitely free for movements. Alright, let's see on another side. What I notice here, I also have to reshape that little edge here to make sure that all bolts and everything is accessible, and the side stand is gonna work free. And then that should be okay. Most of the skid plates are shorter. I'm gonna make a little bit longer. So I think that's gonna work out for me. That doesn't really keep the right shape, but you know, it's standing on the bricks, as you can see, and a piece of foam. But doesn't matter, that's gonna work for me. All what I have to do now, just take the measurements down and carry on. More likely focus on the sunburns. Yeah, I'm gonna have to focus now on the side panels or side parts, whatever, to finish them up. So here we go, very little progress. I finished the front bit on the sides. I wish to keep this angle not that close to the engine, a little bit out, but it's just a cardboard, so logically it's not gonna keep the shape as it should. At the moment I reshape this as it is, provisional holes, not right on the middle, but it is as it is for the moment. What I'm wondering at the moment is if I should leave this everything as it is, or should I build it up a little bit higher here. See on another side, and on this side I'm already reshaped that little edge there, and again it's a bit too close to the engine, but this is just the cardboard, and to me is that hole looking a little bit not right, so I think I'm gonna build it up a little bit higher in here and see what's happened. I have to think about, now I have to cut everything out, take the measurements again, and we're gonna go from there. And in the meantime, Lily testing the bike. How's it going? Quite comfortable. She can't get on the back of the seat. I need help. She's a bit scary. Little update of what I create. That's, well, whatever that looks like, but that's the rear fitting, which is gonna fit perfectly where the center stand's supposed to be, which I obviously haven't got. So after bend, that should perfectly fit the plate, but we will see. That's how that's gonna fit there. Definitely in this little angle is gonna be, well, in this angle is gonna be another triangle. In here we're gonna have little triangle, so that's gonna make the whole fitting a lot stronger, and I think that should be okay. That should be absolutely fine. That's all about the length of the bolts, which I was mentioning earlier. They can't be too long. So here we go. I think we've got my little bolt. Roughly it's looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with the results. All shape and everything looks as I was actually expecting. Well, the rear fitting doesn't look perfect, but this is just the cardboard. On the end, from the right material, everything will be good for sure. Those all supports definitely not gonna be there as well. That's gonna be flat surface. So now I have to cut the tapes down, make it flat again, take the all measurements, all adjustments, whatever has to be done. Then I have to make a drawing and just go from there.